I will not.
Right.
I will unfriend you.
Right, take two. Well, today
We're in the garden.
we're in the garden, but we're just.
This is Marky's garden.
This is my garden.
This is going well. Oh.
It's. We thought, what's the topic, and then we thought
Lots of
there's lots of
individual
little things,
things.
so we just thought just do general grumpiness rather than.
Can I get? You know how we finished in Starbucks talking about the TARDIS
Last
and
week.
Doctor Who
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
last week? People weren't. They weren't impressed by
the
they
comments,
weren't.
the
They
comments.
weren't impressed by the nerdiness of it. I mean, I'm sorry, not sorry.
When you upset people from Doctor Who, and Star Trek and Star.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a big part of my life
There's
being
a
that
fat
nerdy.
one out on us.
That's I mean, I'm not going to be Salman Rushdie for anyone, you know. Let's talk about estate agents for a moment, but with apologies if you're an estate agent. But I do generally find working with, talking to, selling through, etc., estate agents not wonderful. When I sold my house in North Windsor, Slough, I got 5 estate agents round. At half-hour intervals. I booked them in half-hour intervals when I was trying to work out which one to
And you won't be
use.
the first person who's done that.
No. But I said to them, as they came in, I'm looking for an estate agent that will not bullshit me. I'm not interested in any of the bullshit. And the moment you start bullshitting me in your proposal for what you're going to do, you will be asked to leave. How many of those 5 were asked to leave?
5.
Actually, no, 3. But 2 of them within 5 minutes. And I went, I said, it was literally my opening spiel. And they're full of like, well, no, you don't understand. It's like, no, you don't understand. I'm absolutely serious. I'm not going to go with your company. You may as well leave now. And of the 2 that didn't bullshit me, I chose one. So I went through really easily. We had a very honest and kind of open conversation with each other. It was good. But I think just the level of bullshit that you get is annoying.
I agree.
Well, good.
And I'm just working out the best way to describe my experiences. When my dad sadly passed away a few years back, my mum and dad, mum passed first, and then dad, but they were extremely house proud people. Extremely, shoes off at the door, don't dent the pillows on the sofa. Their house was absolutely spotless. Not to everyone's decor, but spotless. Dad literally emulsioned every year on the dot.
Is that a thing that our parents' generation did? Because my dad had a schedule of the rooms that would be decorated each year.
When the time came to invite the estate agents round, and I know we joke about grumpiness, but this is
Proper stuff.
Is proper grumpiness, because this is people's lives and death. And I knew estate agents are salespeople. They've got short attention spans and all those things. And this one agency was sending their senior person.
So they said.
And when they arrived, the first words at the door was, "Sorry, they couldn't come. They've sent me to measure." It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, come on in. And they don't measure up. They don't do the whole thing on the wall to measure. They just do a rough.
Which is crazy, because they've all got the laser things now. They can make it as accurate as they can. Okay.
But the words were what was so insulting. So you wander around. You come back downstairs and to the kitchen, and I said, "So what do you think you could market this at?" And her precise words were, I kid you not, "Well, I did one in the next cul-de-sac over that was far worse than this." And it went for whatever.
Wow.
And I thought, I'll just replay that to you in case you didn't get what you said.
Yeah.
So that was far worse than this, was it? Oh yes, far worse than this. Far much worse than this, was it? And it took 4 goes before I went, but that was much worse than this, wasn't it? And then it suddenly penny dropped.
Dawned on her.
She went, "Oh no, I didn't
Didn't mean it like that.
And I literally said, "Stop.
Too late.
Too late. Much worse than this. So you won't be wanting this house then to market it." And
did you find a much better estate agent?
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
But
They are out there. It's just.
But interestingly, all the ones that we didn't go with, rang up to say, okay, thanks very much for letting us know you've gone with another estate agent, except that one estate agent. They never rang up
No,
to
I
say,
bet
what
they
have you
didn't.
decided? Who are you going
Who
with?
were they?
I'm not
Tell
even
me
going to.
afterwards.
I'm not even going to name them because I can't remember who they.
It
were
go-
so insignificant.
Yeah,
That
it
they
goes
couldn't-
into another thing that really gets my
And
goat.
my dad's house was immaculate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The
immaculate.
insult from that is
Yeah,
I absolutely. People who say they will call you back and then don't.
Yes, that must be really annoying, mustn't it?
Yes. I always ring you back. Don't be like that. I'm pretty good at that.
You are actually.
I am pretty good at that.
Mark insists on calling on WhatsApp, phone calls on WhatsApp, and
everybody else, it works fine.
but for me, this area, my Wi-Fi, my 4G, whatever it is, my phone, WhatsApp calls.
The only reason that I do it is because I can do it through my computer and then it's my webcam, so I can actually talk on
Yeah.
on video call.
We've got Alexa. We've both got drop-in enabled on our Alexa, so I don't even need to call him. I can just say drop-in on Mark.
But I haven't got a video Alexa. I've only got
Yes, you
audio
have.
Alexa.
Yes, you have. You've got the little echo screen.
No,
one.
I haven't.
Haven't you?
That's my mum's.
Oh, God.
I haven't got it.
Who have I been talking to?
No, it's not me.
We've got FaceTime. We've got all. The WhatsApp is just the one.
But that's the one I
It's
use
not
through my
just you.
computer. That's the
But it's
reason.
not just
That's
you.
the reason.
If anyone calls me on WhatsApp, it's like I hang up and I call them back on the regular phone because it just never works. But yes, I
I do
agree.
think that's a you problem,
I don't.
as
I'm
opposed
quite-
to a me
I've got
problem.
unlimited minutes. I don't need WhatsApp.
To be fair, you do call back.
I do.
You pretty much call back straight away.
Yeah.
But that's annoying. If you're expecting a call, especially business calls, I'm expecting one back now about a job, and it's what time are we recording this? 4:30 in the afternoon. I emailed them back and called them at 11 o'clock this morning, saying, "Yeah, all good. Send me the details." Nothing's come through in 5.5 hours, and it's like,
Yeah. Do you remember years ago, 90s, maybe?
oh, about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
no, it's definitely 90s. Definitely 90s.
Hey, Hugo's here. Come on then, Hugo.
And
Come on. Come on.
it was when you could do 1471 to see who'd called you
You're gonna have to help yourself.
on the landline. You did 1471, and it would tell you the telephone number.
Hey, Huge, say hello. Hello, everybody.
It's my boy.
That's not how he talks, obviously.
Do you remember that 1471?
1471, absolutely.
Yes. And
And,
it was-
apparently, you dial 141 now.
And
It blocks your
Yeah.
blocks your number.
I always did on 147. But my mum used to ring people and hang up.
Why?
So they did 1471,
and they would have
rang,
to pay for
and
it.
then they would be
Back
paying
in the
for
day.
the call. So
That is naughty.
yeah.
If you're just gonna lick me, you can
Hello.
go over to your dad.
Hello, my boy.
It's like
The microphone's going to go mad with you. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good?
when
Are
we came
good?
in, Hugo absolutely went bonkers. It's like, but moaning until Mark absolutely took notice of him. It's like he's
No,
sniffing
he-
you to
he
go.
was-
Where have you
he
been?
was-
Where have you been?
He was extremely excited because you walked in the door as well, and he was like, "Oh my god, they've both come back! They've both come back! I thought you were never coming home."
We listened to something on the radio today when we were in the car, where the host on the radio was talking to this guy who'd had some problem with this bedding that he'd bought. But it began quite a long discussion, which you don't expect to hear on the radio, about sleeping in very high thread. I mean, it was the gayest thing I've heard on the radio in a long time. Sleeping in a very high thread count duvet.
Yes, yes.
What do we think about that?
I wouldn't know where to start.
Can you genuinely tell the difference between 300 thread count Egyptian cotton, 600 and 900? Because
On towels,
yeah, I'm not talking about towel. I'm talking
Yeah.
about on
On
bedding.
bedding.
It's
I
difficult.
know when something's got polyester in it, polycotton. I know when something. You go to buy.
Yeah,
You go to
fair.
buy a duvet cover from Primark and somewhere else, and you can tell the difference straight away because it's like
But
80%.
that wasn't what we were saying.
Don't stand it near a naked flame
Well,
on
no,
the
quite.
radiator because it'll melt.
But I mean, then people used to have Winceyette and all of that kind of stuff. You don't put,
Well,
and they
Winceyette
used to
was
smoke
towel,
it,
I
and they
like
used to smoke in bed.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I was a smoker, I haven't smoked for 25 years now. I used to smoke in bed, and you kind of think, hang on a minute, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. But so many things have got, smoking. When you think about
Smoking on
people,
the
things
tube.
that people used to do. Thank you, Hugo. You get
Bye, Huge.
people used to drink and drive. People used to smoke in bed. All the things.
No
that were very
seat
dangerous.
belts.
No seatbelts. Absolutely.
Till
Yeah.
Jimmy Savile told us we had to click on every trip. But
Now then.
stop it now. Stop it.
I mean, the irony of him teaching us how to be safe, keep safe.
I know.
We won't. We'll edit that.
I found, you know we won't. Another thing that I noticed when we went to pay for something earlier on, chip and pin machines, so you beep it, but it comes up, before you're allowed to beep it, comes up with the charity donation, yes or no. The answer's always no. I'll give to charity when I want to give to charity, not when you make me. Absolutely never. Retailers do not do it.
Yeah, it's a bit too much. And I think a lot of people don't trust that money's going to go to the charity, and it all gets grouped together and
just another 10 pence for that retailer, isn't it?
But I think, well, I'm not suggesting they would consciously steal that money, but I think there's other ways that we could be giving to charity rather than pushed every time we order a pizza online. Would you like to round it up for charity?
I don't mind that quite so much as the simple, when you go to tap your card and it comes up, do you want to do a charity donation? No. And the shops that know you, if you're a regular, will already go for the button and go, I'll just take that off.
You preempted it. Wilko used to, I can talk about them because they've gone now, but they've mainly all gone. They used to do that, and it got to such a point.
Sad that they've gone, though. I liked Wilko a lot.
It got to such a point with their charity that the woman on the till used to just say, just press no. Just press no. Not because she knew you, but because she was tired of having to explain it to everyone. Why's my card not?
Yeah.
Just tap no, because it just got so. It's another corporate thing that's been rolled out to people on the shop floor.
Yeah, that they have.
Nobody's ever asked their opinion.
We went into Superdrug the other day, and I had some blonding hair stuff.
Is that
so it's not natural. Can you believe it? Stop it.
Is that your natural?
So I went in, and you know that Superdrug's particularly bad for it because they ask you about 4 things. Have you got a card? Have you done this promotion? Do you want one of these? Do you want one? And I'd heard this sales girl do it. Sales girl, she was about 50. I'd heard her say it to the previous 3 customers while I'm in the queue. So I go up and go, I just want that, thanks. The answer's no to everything else that you're asking, so don't even bother asking. The answer is no, I don't want any of that, thanks. I just want to buy this. I want a paper receipt.
I remember... and I remember...
I don't want to be on your mailing
list. The last time I went to Superdrug, we were buying a hair colour, and they were 3 for 2.
Yep.
But you only get the 3 for 2
if you've got the card.
Yeah.
Which is the same.
So it's the
same Connors Nectar points and Club Card points, and the co-op's doing it now. Everyone's doing it.
Which we mentioned in one of the earlier
podcasts.
But we took out the card jointly, and then we destroyed it on the way out.
Yeah.
We ditched the card on the way. So you're not having any spending habits. You're not having. But if that's the only way, then we'll keep signing up every time you got a 3 for 2, and then we'll keep ditching the card.
Isn't it amazing how when we're just talking about general stuff, there's so much to be grumpy about.
It really is. And half these things are not things we had on our list either.
But that's taken us to 13 minutes. So I know already. I know. Wow. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the Grumpy Old Gays on YouTube here. And please do message a comment, because we like to hear from you. Even if we don't give you a name check, we do listen to you.
We've gone very high-tech this week. I don't actually have to lean over to say goodbye. We can do it in 3, 2, goodbye, 1... Oh, it didn't work. How annoying was that? It hasn't worked.
Oh, I love that.
That's annoying.
So not very high tech then.
Well, that's going back to Amazon. Has it turned itself off through inactivity?
I don't know.
What's the point in that?